Welcome to our learning platform. Edcater. Accelerating careers. Python programming basics.
Hi everyone, welcome back to this Python course, and today we will be discussing about some very basic things about the Python programming. That first basic thing would be the variable naming convention, how do we declare the variables and different basic data types in Python. So in Python जैसे हमारे पास दूसरी और लैंग्वेजेस हैं सी प्लस प्लस जावा स्केला एंड एनी अदर लैंग्वेज, सो वहाँ पे हमें कोई भी वेरिएबल अगर कुछ डिक्लेयर करना है उसके नेमिंग कन्वेंशन होते हैं कि कौन सा वेरिएबल सही होगा कौन सा वेरिएबल गलत होगा, डिक्लेयर करना कंपाइलर एक्सेप्ट करेगा या नहीं करेगा. एंड फॉर दी डेटा टाइप्स in the different languages we have different data types like integer, float, string, double, right? And in those languages there is a way to declare those different data types, and in the Python you have this advantage that it is a plain simple English kind of language. like आपको यहाँ पे कुछ भी डिक्लेरेशन से रिलेटेड टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है कि मुझे अगर इंटीजर डिक्लेयर करना है तो कैसे डिक्लेयर करेंगे या हमें फ्लोट डिक्लेयर करना है तो हम कैसे डिक्लेयर करेंगे. यू डोंट नीड टू वरी अबाउट दैट बिकॉज पाइथन इंटरप्रेटर जो है वो खुद से ही इतना सेंसिबल है, फिगर आउट कर लेता है कि आपने कौन सा वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करा एंड यू नीड टू परफॉर्म दैट ऑपरेशन अकॉर्डिंगली. So we will see how we declare the variables, what are the naming convention and what are the different data types available in Python. So let's talk about the variable naming first. So in Python the most important part about the Python variable naming convention is that जो आपका वेरिएबल नेम है वो हमेशा एक अंडरस्कोर से या जो आपके लेटर्स हैं अल्फाबेट में जो लेटर्स हैं उनसे स्टार्ट होना चाहिए. इट कैन नॉट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम एनी नंबर, राइट? सो फॉर दैट लेट्स से अगर हम कोई एक वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करते हैं abc_123, सो एक ये वैलिड हमारा यहां पर वेरिएबल नेम है, ठीक है? बिकॉज जो हमारा एक्चुअल डिफिनेशन है या जो नेमिंग कन्वेंशन हम फॉलो करते हैं पाइथन में कि कोई भी वेरिएबल नेम में सिर्फ 3 तरीके की ही कैरेक्टर्स हो सकते हैं. आपके जो अल्फाबेट्स हैं वेदर इट इज कैपिटल्स और स्मॉल एंड अंडरस्कोर और द डिजिट्स 0 to 9. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट कोई भी अगर कैरेक्टर हम इंक्लूड करने की कोशिश करेंगे वेरिएबल नेम में दैट वोंट बी एक्सेप्टेड बाय द कंपाइलर, राइट? सो हियर एज पर द डेफिनेशन our variable name may start with the character, okay, or with the underscore. If I define it like this way, underscore abc, that is also a valid variable name here, right? So ये हो गई बात इस तरीके की. अगर मैं इस तरीके का कुछ बनाता हूं वेरिएबल यहाँ पर 1 2 3 abc, it is not valid. हमको कंपाइलर एरर शो करेगा एंड वी वोंट बी एबल टू एग्जीक्यूट अवर प्रोग्राम बिकॉज ये वैलिड नहीं है. एंड यहाँ पे जो देखने वाली बात है वो ये है कि जो हमारे वेरिएबल नेम है वो भी केस सेंसिटिव है. ऐसा नहीं कि अगर हमने ये दो वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करें abc_3 जिसमें abc स्मॉल्स में है देन abc_123, दोनों का जो नेम है बोलने प्रोनाउंस करने का वे वो एकदम सिमिलर है बट लिखने का वे डिफरेंट है. सो both will be treated as a different entity. It's not like they are same. So that is the thing or that kind of naming convention we used to follow while declaring any variable in the Python. Like your variable name should start from the letter, not with the number, or it can start with the underscore as well. Apart from the alphabets and underscore and digits, you cannot include any other character in your variable name. So those were simple naming convention about the variables. Now we will move on to the important part, that is कि हम डेटा टाइप्स कैसे डिक्लेयर करते हैं. सो जैसे हमारे पास दूसरी लैंग्वेजेस में डेटा टाइप्स हैं इंटीजर, फ्लोट, स्ट्रिंग, बूलियन, सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ डेटा टाइप्स वी हैव इन द पाइथन इटसेल्फ, ओके. बट अब देखते हैं कि हम वेरिएबल यहाँ पे कैसे बनाते हैं एंड उनमें उस तरीके की वैल्यूज कैसे असाइन करते हैं, ठीक है? एंड क्या और हमारे पास डिफरेंट वेज हैं टाइप कास्टिंग करने के, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि हम एक वेरिएबल को दूसरे वेरिएबल में टाइपकास्ट भी कर सकते हैं. सो हाउ डू वी टाइपकास्ट द वेरिएबल्स इन पाइथन? ओके, सो वी विल सी वन बाय वन. सो फर्स्ट आई विल शो यू कि अगर मुझे एक इंटीजर नंबर 10 किसी वेरिएबल में असाइन करना है, सो हाउ वी विल डू इट. 10. As simple as that. If you remember in like Java या आपको C++ किसी ने भी पढ़ा है, so उसमें हमें कुछ ऐसा लिखना पड़ता है int a equals to 10 semicolon something like that. And Python में तो हमारे पास उस चीज़ की भी टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है कि semicolon and something like that. It is pure indentation based. Like अगर आपको कोई looping statement and if else conditions या functions बनाने हैं, you just need to follow the indentation. Based on the tab indentation, your compiler will figure out that which statement is part of which looping condition and which if else condition. So a equals to 10, that is our integer variable. B equals to 5.2, this is our float variable. And if I need to declare or create a string, so let's say Edcater, this is our string. Now how we declare the boolean variables are boolean data types, you can say 0 or 1. These are the boolean true or false, you can say in the computer science. So d equals to true. If I put it like that, that means it is a 1 boolean 1, or if I make it like false, so it is boolean false. So these are the common data types, you can say. And in the coming chapters we will be discussing about important or inbuilt data structures, you can say. If you remember, in other languages we have like arrays, strings and trees, linked lists, these kind of things. So we also have such kind of data structures in our Python as well, but we will discuss about those one in upcoming chapters. So let's say we have declared it. So as per the basic operation, like if we have any variable or any you can say memory location where we have stored the numerical values, then we can do the arithmetic operations on top of that. But if it is different like boolean or string, we cannot do any kind of arithmetic operations like subtraction, addition, multiplication. So that is the basic thing. So let's say if you want to know what is the type of, let's say you declared any variable and you want to see what is the actual type of that variable. Okay, so we have the type function in Python. Using that we can check the actual data type of particular variable. So how we use it? Print, so type function a. So similarly I will try to print the type of all 4 variables we have declared, a, b, c, d. And if I do the shift enter, so here you can see one by one this has automatically you can say assess that a of which data type, b is of what data type, right? Similarly c and d. So here you can see in the output, first variable a is of int type, its class is int, and float, then str basically for a string, and bool for the boolean data type. So that was about the type function, how you can check the type of a data variable, you can say. And now I will show you that how we do the type casting, because let's say I have a integer variable and I need to convert it into the float, or let's say I have a string where the content which is written, that is basically a numeric form, and I want to convert it into the integer so that I can perform some numerical analysis on top of that. So for that, how we convert or how we typecast the variables in Python. So for that, simply these are the class names, you can say same kind of functions are created using which you can do this type conversion. So let's say I have a variable 5.2. If I want to convert it into the integer, how will I do it? Because all the precision will be removed, like .2 will be removed. Let me do it. A equals to, I need to use int and pass that float variable, and our part will be done. Here you can see that b was float actually, but it was converted into the integer using the int method. Similarly, let's say I have a string s 1 2 3 4. So here declaring a string means it has to be in the double quote. If something which is in double quote or even the single quote, means this is also acceptable. We do it like that, that means it is a string, and a string we cannot perform any arithmetic operation. So here you can see it is actually a number kind of thing, okay, but Since it is a string, we cannot do any arithmetic operation. So how we can do it? We can convert it into the integer. So again, a equals to int s, and this will be converted into the integer, actual integer. And if I add 6 in it, that means it will be 1 to 40, like 1240. And why it was possible? Because it got converted into the integer, so we can perform the arithmetic operation. So 1240. So that's how you can see how we did the type conversion. And similarly, if you want to do the type conversion for let's say any number, and you want to convert it into the str, then how you will do it? Let's say 546, and then s, call the str function, pass this variable, and now if you will print the string, and if you will print the type of that converted variable, this will be our output. 546, like normally it printed the string, but here it class is str. So that's how we basically declare the variables in Python and the kind of naming convention which we used to follow. And I hope it is clear to you that how we operate on different variables, what are the different basic data types available in Python, and how you can check its type, and how you can do the typecasting. So that was all about in this video. We will see you in the next chapter.